Hi everybody, so this is part 2 of our how to make melt and pour soap from scratch. We've made our bases. We've got one with titanium dioxide, and then we've got one that's clear. This is actually clear. If you ever look at homemade melt and pour soap bases, they're not white see-through. Those are bases that have a lot of chemicals in them. So I've already figured it out, and you guys, this is my first time making a melt and pour soap, so just bear with me. We're going to get it done. My daughter has picked out 4 colors. We're going to do Glamour Pink from not Mattels, but Michaels and More. I forget what this purple is called, but it's also Micah's and More. And then this one is a Brilliant Blue from Nurture Soap, and then Ocean Flare Mica from Nurture Soap. So I know how much I need of the clear melt and pour base. Let me switch this to ounces here. So we're just going to cut this up into little squares, and then we're going to measure out 1.5 pounds. So I do need that on pounds and ounces. So it's a little sticky still from it just being made. Bonnie over at Good Earth Spa does suggest to cure your soaps a little bit before you make anything out of them. But this is a part of how to make it. So we're going to go ahead and use it. It took about 3 minutes to melt that down. So here's what it looks like. It actually looks like honey melt and pour. That's what it reminds me of. It is see-through, it is clear, but it does have a little bit of stuff on the inside. So we're going to go ahead and fragrance this, and we're doing it in sweet pea, so we need to do 1 ounce. So 1 ounce of sweet pea fragrance oil. You want to make sure you keep it in. We did 1/8 of a teaspoon of colorant inside of some rubbing alcohol. This is just isopropyl alcohol, and it doesn't take much, guys. So there's our pink. Ooh, that is pretty and pearlescent. Look at that. So this is our first color. And remember, you want to keep these stirred or else it's going to form a skin. They lovely colors. They're so pretty on the inside. So here's the purple. Here's what the purple looks like. And I'm just giving it a good mix. Alright, now we're going to pour that where the pink was. It's alright to pour different colors in. This is so pretty. This is working out fabulously. So there's the blue. It looks awesome. Yeah, look how pretty that blue is. Alright. So now we're going to pour it in here. Good. It seems like it wasn't really. Let's get all of it in there. Oh, that is pretty. I forgot to put the glitter in it like my daughter wanted, but this one has glitter in it already. We'll put glitter in it as we make the other ones. You guys settle down. So this is the Ocean Flare Mica. If my kids wasn't running around screaming, there'd be something wrong. So that is gorgeous. So what we're going to do is I forgot to put my alcohol.
That's not more.
So we're putting some alcohol.
Did you put the glitter in it?
There's something.
You put glitter in it, Mama?
No, I forgot the glitter. But look, there's glitter in that one. We'll put glitter in it as we make it. Alright guys, so that was showing you. No, we gotta cut this up and put it in this one and cut it up and put it in the mold. Get the rest of this soap. I'm excited to get the rest of this soap made. And I'm going to go deal with my kids. They're being a little obnoxious. Alright guys, so until these get done, and then we'll come back for the second part of this, so stay tuned. And we're back. We're back to get this started and get it on the roll. Just a little reminder, this is what our clear mountain pour looks like. And this is dried out for a couple days, so it's not as sticky. So definitely I would go with Bonnie's recommendation of letting it cure for a little while before you use it. And this one's definitely not as sticky. This is our white mountain pour. It's just the clear mountain pour that we poured titanium dioxide in. And then I did a couple extra colors than what you guys seen me do, because this color right here, which is a really, really pretty shimmery green kinda. Do you see the shimmer in that? It didn't work for the mountain pour. And some micas work, some micas don't. And it didn't work, so I went ahead and I remelted it, and then I put this teal in there. So we've got that. And I wanted to have cubes on the top of my soap, so I went ahead and made some more pink, which there's a little bit of blue in there. So there's the pink, there's our other pink in that one, and then I made another blue, and this one's a little bit darker. This is the first one we did, and I thought these two are the first ones we did, and I thought I needed more mica, so I added some more. So we got 2 different shades of blue here. And then we got some purple. This one was the first one I did, and I thought it needed more color. And then I did this one, and this one's even darker purple. I hope I was in the shot there. I can't see. But, so there's the first one we did, and then we did a darker purple. So, I'm going to go ahead. I don't need all these extra containers like I thought I would need. I only needed one to use all the colorants. I have my, this thing has got soap and mica, and I use it all the time. It's my rubbing alcohol. So I have that, and then I've got my soap mold that we're going to be using. It's a 2.5 pound mold, and I got my colors. So here's my white overpour that we're going to be making. We're going to melt that up, and then here's all my colors. So I'm going to go ahead and chop these up and make cubes out of them. So here is all of our colors. I've chopped them all up into these little blocks. They're a little wet and slimy just a tad bit, but that's just because the soap is new. Like I said, these would definitely benefit from a about a couple week cure time. So I think I'm going to make a bunch up, because I mean, I've got plenty of oils to use, and I've got that I got that propylene glycol. So I'm going to go ahead and make some mountain pour up, because I do want to start doing some mountain pour projects, and my daughter wants to do some mountain pour projects. I think this is way too many for my little silicone mold here, so we might get 2 of them out of this. We're back, and our white portion is melted down. Here's what it looks like. It's not really white when it melts down, but it looks alright. It'll look fine once we get it in the mold. I'm not going to add any more titanium dioxide to it because it's got water, and it didn't do it. Okay. And I don't want to add any more water to it, so I'm just adding my scale. Oh. Okay. Tear. Alright, now we're going to add our fragrance, which is sweet pea. And we have fragranced our embeds too. So our embeds are fragranced, and our white portion is fragranced. And I'm just going to stir this in and check the temperature. It's a little too hot, so I'm going to sit here and stir for a second. I just got a little popsicle stick in here, and oh my gosh, it smells good. One thing I have noticed though about Melt and Pour is that the fragrance stays nice and strong in Melt and Pour. Like with cold process, you run the risk of it fading out. But with the Melt and Pour, it's not like that. It smells so good. And we do need to be below 130 so it doesn't melt our embeds. So I'm just giving it a stir, trying to keep it stirred up so a skim doesn't form. And I'm going to set that to the side. A skim might form, but it needs to, I need to start working on these. Alright, so I'm just going to grab a handful, spray them liberally with rubbing alcohol, and my nails are kind of going through them. I definitely would suggest gloves doing this, but I don't have any gloves. But you want to make sure they're saturated with the here, I'm just going to do this. And then pick them up this way. Make sure you stir your white portion. Okay. That is good and sprayed. Now let's bring this over here. Check the temperature. Still at 130. Need to be below 130, so I'm going to stir it for a second. I just got it a little bit too hot in the microwave. This is going to look good, guys, and it smells awesome. And my embeds are nice and saturated with the rubbing alcohol. So I'm going to keep an eye on the temp. Should be going down. I don't think we're going to melt, so I'm going to go ahead and test it and pour some. That looks awesome. Make sure you guys can see what I'm doing here. Now I'm just going to pour it up, and then we're going to add some to the top. Spritz that with alcohol. Now we're going to spritz these. Looks like this, we're going to have one full one, and then this other one we're going to do for the top, for the other soap is not going to be as full as this one. So I'm just placing some embeds at the top here. Can you see what I'm doing now? Kind of putting them in there as I go along. Try to fill up the gaps a little bit. And that looks awesome. So let's spray that. We'll set that to the side. Now we'll bring over what we have left. Stir up our white. Let me get my other mold. Alright, so here is my other mold. Let's spray these all with alcohol. I'm going to put a little bit in. my little knife here and start throwing them inside. So we're going to have one with the cubes on top, and then just one with the cubes on the inside. Okay. So it's all sprayed with alcohol. So now we're just going to fill it up. Yay, we have enough. We had enough. Awesome. That is perfect. Alright, so we got this one, which is just going to have a white top, and it was a little warm, so some of the color is coming off the top. And then we have this one, and that one's got the different little things on the top of it. I think I should have poured it maybe a little bit cooler. Maybe 130 was a little bit too much, too hot anyway. So I will know for the next time that I make melt and pour that it needs to be below maybe 125, I'm guessing. Maybe 125 would be best. I've read and I've seen on not Facebook, but YouTube, that 130 was the right temperature. But this is homemade melt and pour, guys. So I'm thinking 130 might be a little bit too hot. But these look awesome. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. They smell great. They look great. I cannot wait to cut into them. I'm not going to put them in the freezer because they do have embeds in them, and I don't want to risk the embeds falling out. So I'm just going to leave them here like they are. And then we'll be back to maybe later on tonight to cut these. Hopefully they'll be done by then. Alright guys, so stay tuned for the cut. And we are back finally. This is the last part of this video. I feel like I've been making this video for like a week, but I haven't. I'm a little disappointed in this one. As you guys can see, the bottom looks really good, but I poured way too hot. I'm thinking that if I would have poured with regular melt and pour at the temperature I poured at, we might have been okay. But from where this is homemade melt and pour, I think it was too hot. I poured at about 130. So I'm guessing that...
Just turn it upside down. Make that the top.
Make that the top? I don't know. We'll see. I'm guessing that if I'm going to make something out of my homemade melt and pour, I should probably make it, or pour it at about 120, maybe even less. This is just a, this is the only thing really I have to use to cut this melt and pour. So, it's too hard to cut with my cutter. I don't want to break my wire. This is just a mold that came with little slits on the end to cut your soap. So I'm just going to use a knife and just cut through it, and we'll see how it turned out. Good. Alright, let's see if I can get it up.
Guess what?
What?
I forgot to show you. Just want to be in a cat.
Okay, so there's our first piece. Not too bad.
I wore my old shirt.
Huh? Oh, that's neat. We're figuring out Halloween costumes.
I just need a headband, Mama. I just need a headband to put glue this on.
Okay, so I'm guessing that I could use that for the top and just use that part for the bottom. So yeah, that looks neat, guys.
Mama.
What?
Can I show my cat ears?
No.
Aww. I think I did pretty good at it, don't I? I did add an old cereal box.
So I like it. I think it looks neat, guys. And they're a little short because I kind of fell short with
Color.
Making the colors come out. Yeah, actually this is actually soft enough. I think I might be able to cut it with my cutter. I don't know. My cutter's dirty. Let's see. Let's take it out. Oh yeah, that's soft, way soft enough. If this was regular Mountain Pour, I'd say it probably wouldn't be soft enough. Whoa, where you go, Crystal? Okay, so we can cut this with my regular cutter here. So I'm just going to turn the bottom into the top and the top into the bottom. How about that? Oh my gosh, it smells so good. That's one thing I love about Mountain Pour soap is that whenever you fragrance it, it really truly stays. I mean, the fragrance stays. It does not come out. And I mean, I love that about Mountain Pour. And I love that this is homemade. So, alright, so there was our first bar. And this is our second one. I really like this one. I love how it turned out with all the little embeds on top and throughout it. See, didn't it turn out cool?
Can I take these straws off?
So let's see if this one, yeah, this one's good enough to cut. Ooh, look at that, guys. Look at the sparkly, look at the sparkly right there. That's awesome. I love it.
Give me it.
I wish you guys could smell this. What, baby?
Can I take these straws off?
No.
Mama needs it.
It is early in the morning, and I had to get this cut. I could not wait. I could have cut it last night, but I just couldn't wait. My daughter's getting ready to go to school. My boys are already there. They got on the bus this morning,
After beating each other today.
and I could not wait to cut this. Oh my gosh, I love it. I absolutely love it. So this one didn't melt like the other one did. I'm guessing because it had more in it. I don't know. But it's absolutely gorgeous, and it smells wonderful. I don't know if I told you, but we use Sweet Pea for the fragrance in this one. And it's a little sweaty and slimy. I don't know if it's because of the Mountain Pour sweating or what, but I'm guessing it will dry out. And I would definitely follow Bonnie's recommendations of letting your Mountain Pour cure for a while before using it. The only reason why I didn't let mine cure is because I wanted to go ahead and show you guys how it performs. So last cut in an M-piece. I absolutely love these. Oh my gosh, they're gorgeous. Alright, here's the M-piece. I'm going to tell you what I have gathered from doing this whole experience. It is cheaper to buy Mountain Pour than to make it, especially with the how much castor oil it takes to make this Mountain Pour. I am in the middle of trying to figure out my own formulation where it doesn't use over a pound of castor oil if you want to make, you know, a lot of Mountain Pour. So I figured that even though it's nice to make your own Mountain Pour, and if you use Mountain Pour on a small scale, like just for embeds, then I would suggest making your own. But if you don't make it on a small scale, just for embeds, if you make loaves of soap, I found that it's probably cheaper to buy it, like from Soaper's Choice. You get a 25-pound block for like $41. I kind of calculated it out, and it's a little expensive to make it on your own. You know, including the ingredients that go into it. The regular Mountain Pour you buy from vendors is a little bit more transparent. The bubbles is a little bit better than that of homemade Mountain Pour. That's just because of the oils that you use. It's really bubbly, and it's really soft, and it makes your skin feel real soft. Because of all the glycerin and stuff, and the propylene glycol is a glycerin byproduct. So you're really putting a lot of glycerin into it. Really, it's a high melting point alcohol, but it's made from glycerin. So I think that for myself, I'm not going to be making any Mountain Pour loaves. After making this one, I'll probably experiment a little bit, maybe. But I think I'm going to stick to Mountain Pour embeds for my cold process soap. I think that'll be good for me. I made a big loaf yesterday because my daughter wants to make a melt and pour soap, so I made a big loaf so that she can do that. But I think if I'm going to make melt and pour, I'll probably only use it for embeds. I've not tried this recipe inside of cold process soap. Like if I were to put embeds inside of cold process, I don't know if it would melt them because of the high temperatures of cold process when it goes through gel phase. But I'm thinking it probably might be okay if you use it for the little balls that goes on top. You know, like Katie uses at Royalty Soaps. She likes to put those little balls on top. And I've done it before too, but so I think I might use my homemade melt and pour for that. But I don't think it's really worth using it as whole loaves, like making soaps like this. That is just what I've gathered from this whole experience. I think I might buy some melt and pour in case I do try my homemade melt and pour and it doesn't work in my cold process soaps. I might have to buy some. So, I mean, it's fun to make, and, I mean, it's awesome to have the experience into making homemade melt and pour and using it inside of a loaf and creating a fun soap. I really liked it. I enjoyed it because I enjoy soap making in general. I am a fanatic with soap making and anything body product related. I love making lotions and body butters and solid body butters and soaps, even if it's liquid soap, hot process soap, cold process soap, melt and pour soap, any kind of soap. I just love making it. It's just because I have a passion to make stuff like that. So I really enjoyed myself from, you know, even from the start of this. I really liked it. I enjoyed doing it, and I would do it again. I've learned a couple things and along the way, and I just wanted to share with my experience with you guys. So that's why I turned the camera on and kind of took you along with me throughout this. So go look for part 1 if you haven't seen part 1. There's going to be 2 parts to this whole experience. I'll probably link it in the description box below. Also in the description box below, I will link Bonnie over from Good Earth Spa. I will link her video, plus Soaping 101's video, Teach. She does a transparent soap with alcohol. So I'll probably link her video down below too. Yeah, so thank you guys for joining me and bringing yourself along with me on this journey. If you like this video and want to see future videos, then just hit the subscribe button. Like, comment, and share if you want to. I'd appreciate it. Alright guys, so until the next video, bye-bye.